Reviewing some terminology. When we have a variable by itself, or we combine two or more variables, or their complements, with only the AND operation, we call the group of variables product terms. Similarly, when we have a variable by itself, or we combine two or more variables, or their complements, with only the OR operation, we call the group of variables sum terms. If we combine a set of product terms by ORing them together, we call the expression a sum of products expression. If we combine a set of sum terms by ANDing them together, we call the expression a product of sums expression.
Logical OR of multiple product terms. For example, xy plus xyz plus x dash y dash is an example of sum of products expression or SOAP expression, because we are having multiple product terms here, and then finally we take the sum of all the product terms, and hence this entire expression becomes the sum of various products or the SOAP expression. The product of sums, they are the logical AND of multiple OR terms. For example, x plus y into y dash plus z is an example of POS expression, because x plus y is a sum term. Similarly, y dash plus z is a sum term, and when you take the product of these two sum terms, it becomes the product of sums or the POS expression. Some of the examples of sum of product is y equal to AB plus BC, where AB and BC are product terms, and this entire expression is the sum of two product terms. Therefore, this is an example of SOAP expression. Y equal to A plus B into B plus C, where A plus B is a sum term, B plus C is a sum term, and we have the product of these two sum terms. Therefore, this is an example of POS expression. Mean terms and max terms. Now, mean terms are special case product terms or AND terms which contains all the input variables. So, if you have a Boolean expression of three variables A, B and C, then ABC is a mean term because it is a product term and it contains all the input variables A, B and C. Similarly, A dash, B dash, C and A, B, C dash, they are all examples of mean terms because all these terms contains all the three input variables A, B and C. Now, max terms are special case sum terms or OR terms that contains all the input variables. For example, A plus B plus C and A dash plus B dash plus C, these are two examples of max terms because A plus B plus C is a sum term and it contains all the three input variables A, B and C. Similarly, A dash plus B dash plus C is a max term because it is a sum term and it contains all the three input variables A, B and C. If you look at this table, it shows the various mean terms and max terms for two variables x and y. So for two variables x and y, all the possible combinations are given here. There are four possible combinations. And for the first combination, when x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, the corresponding mean term is x bar y bar. For x equal to 0, y equal to 1, the corresponding mean term is x bar y. So you might observe that when the variable is 0, you take a complement of that particular variable when you write the mean term. And similarly, when the value of the variable is 1, you write the true form of that particular complement, particular variable. So you can see that for the various combinations of x and y, following are the different mean terms. In max terms, you just take the opposite of what you've done in mean term. So in max terms is some term. So you have the plus symbol in all these max terms, which stands for the OR function. And you might see that when the value of the variable is 1, you take the complement here. So because the value of y is 1, you make it y bar. Similarly, when the value of x is 1, you make the value of the variable x bar. So it is x bar plus y. So when x equal to 1 and y equal to 1, it is x bar plus y bar. Similarly, when x equal to 0 and y equal to 0, you don't take the complement. You take the true form of that particular variable. So it becomes x plus y. Some of the important points are: an input variable is complemented when it has a value of 0 if you are writing min terms. An input variable is complemented when it has a value of 1 if you are writing max terms. M denotes min term and capital M denotes max term. So small m stands for min term and capital M stands for max term. You might also see the subscript here, 0, 1, 2 and 3. These are the decimal values of the corresponding terms. These are all the index of the different terms. So you have M0, M1, M2, M3 and capital M0, M1, M2, M3 for a two variable expression.